And on the intermediate term, a clear failure, no doubt, a clear failure. Tried to rally, stalled out, got hit very hard. 107,790 is the low, right? 12.8 to 112 is when that low is due. So this is not a good pattern right now at all. And you can see that right there. It formed the high, turned back down. RS has now turned down, just now turned. And we just now saw a move down in the slim ribbon. So what would this be looking like to me? This is let me go back to the weekly. This is more of an M sort of shape here, right? I think that there will be a real move, quote unquote, if this can clear this range to the downside, and that would be very interesting. But right now, we are in a very wide range sort of move. So this is just something that I am observing right now. I am watching it. I'm watching for a setup, and it's okay with me if an underlying moves without me. What I want to watch for is for where my setup will show up for me. That's what I'm watching. So I'm okay if an underlying is moving up or moving down. What I'm not okay with is if there was a setup for me along the way where there was a really clear level of risk where I could have made a multiple on that risk. And if that was there and I didn't trade that, I have to look deeply as to why. Now, there wasn't here, okay? But I'm just highlighting it. That's how I see every opportunity. Was there a setup that I should have traded? Right? If there wasn't, I'm okay with it. If there was, why didn't I trade it? What aspect of my trading process was lost? Right? I have to ask that quick, really, really clearly and understand that. And I think that will really allow you to be at peace with all of these moves in the market, right? Because keep in mind, things are moving around all the time, right? But you have to ask, is there a setup for me? Is there a setup from my playbook that is in this market? If I didn't trade it, why didn't I trade it? If I did, how did I manage it? Right? Like that's the way that I look at everything. I could care less what happens to any underlying if there was no setup for me. But if there was, I have to really make sure that I'm on top of it and really understanding where I should have been trading if I didn't trade it. So right now I'm looking at this, as I said, like more like an M top sort of look. Does that mean that this is not going to move up? Of course not, right? You guys know I am not that rigid in my overall thought process. I am always seeing everything bar by bar. Every new piece of bar, every new bar gives us new information and changes the odds of a move in a certain direction, right? So that's how I look at everything. Right now, the overall bias is shifting to the downside. We are getting into that corrective period. Watch that low very closely. 108,690, very important level. Watch whether or not we are seeing price acceptance or rejection below that level. That will be very important. Based on what we are looking at here, the odds are increasing that we are going to see price acceptance below the swing low. If that happens, you could look for a little washout move into that low. That will be an interesting setup for me. So I have my eyes on it. Right now, I'm just seeing the way that that this market is trading, watching it closely, right? And waiting for my opportunity. That's where I am personally right now in crypto. I have only been trading long for all of these opportunities that I've highlighted previously, and this is the first time in a long time that I'm actually interested short.